G'day folks and welcome to the Encounters Down Under podcast. I'm your host Anthony Goodall and I invite guests to the show to share their amazing encounters with aliens and UFOs. If you or someone you know has had an encounter down under or anywhere in the world for our new segment Encounters Unbound, please get in touch with me via the Encounters Down Under Facebook page or email at australianUFOsightings@outlook.com.au. Be sure to join the Encounters Down Under Facebook page and YouTube channel where you can also get involved during the live stream interviews, sharing your thoughts and opinions during the live show. Also, if you enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to give us a rating and review on your favourite listening platform. But anyway, that's enough from me. Let's get into what you've been waiting for. Kick back and relax with your favourite beverage and enjoy the show. This episode is available to view on our YouTube channel, so be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your thoughts on the episode. Oh, g'day folks, how you going? I hope you can hear me. I've got a few little things set up here and a bit different. How you going? Trying to tinker here and make sure things are running smoothly, but you know, it wouldn't be an Encounters Down Under without a bit of a hiccup here and there. So, but it sounds like I'm coming through on your end there, so that's great. Guys, look, thanks for joining me through another Encounters Down Under live. It's been a little while here. It's been, you know, a bit how you going these last few weeks and this few months there? But it's good to be back on the show there. I hope you enjoyed the last show that we did there with Triffin there from Unlocking the Code. It was pretty fun. It was a good chat. It went for a fair while. It was a good couple of hours. But I hope you guys enjoyed it there. But yeah, look, I hope it's all going well, guys. I can hear I'm cutting in and out. Oh, okay, righto. So that might be the new little doohickey here I'm playing with. So hopefully, I don't know. We'll have to give it a go. If someone wants to call in there, give it a test run because I've got a new call-in system here now, and just really want to sort of like get a bit of a call-in show happening here. If the YouTube has no sound, what's going on there? I wonder. That's different. Sorry guys, I'm not sure what I can do there to go and help you on that one. Hang on, let's see if I try a bit of a tinker. I can't really see it, so you can see me now. Everything's going all right. On your end. Wonder what's going on there. This thing's going a bit differently. So I can hear and see just fine. That's coming through YouTube. Oh, excellent, good. Yeah, so I don't know what happened there with the intro part. There usually has a little bit of, you know, the harmonic sounds there with the little video there of the universe in the background. So I'm not sure why that wasn't tinkering through. So maybe sort of question what's going on. But apparently I'm cutting in and out. So I wonder if that is the new program that I'm using here. Am I coming through all right on both ends? Hang on a sec. Sorry, I'm going to turn that off so no dingies on your end. Am I coming through fine on YouTube there? Is it a Facebook issue? What's going on there, guys? Give us a bit of feedback because it's like I said, I'm running a new system here, trying to make it a call-in system there, and I'm using programs to try and make this work instead of actual hardware where it's still happening. That's on Facebook end. Well, I'm looking YouTube and Facey, all good. So it might be your connection there, Jane. All right, so that's good. Look, it's working sweet on all those ends there. So Jane, you might have to go and refresh your Facebook there. But look, guys, thanks for joining me in. It's great having you here. And Tim's good to see you. Jane's great to see you back there. Dennis is there. G'day. And Cassandra, Pixie. Oh, welcome to the chat there, Pixie. Haven't seen you before, so welcome to the show. And Paul and Cyan, great seeing you there in the chat as well. And oh guys, well, we had an awesome weekend there up at Cardwell. Not to mention, what a busy weekend at Cardwell. I was absolutely wrecked by the end of it. Got back home and minimal sleep and all sorts of stuff. It's just like absolute wrecker of a weekend. Absolute ripper of a weekend too. And just meeting a few new people there and getting to meet people that I've already had on the show before. Getting to meet them in person and it's just a really great sort of environment there. It was absolutely fantastic. It's just overall it was just a really great weekend. So I'll hopefully have the video up there at some point in a couple of weeks, give or take, because with the new job there, it's like really hard to sort of juggle between doing live streams now and having guests on the show with the with my new roster and all sorts of stuff. So I'm hoping to get a system working there where it's a bit easier to read or sort of organized with you guys there to tune in and stuff like that. But honestly, this point is just going to be all playing by ear and see if I can just get the timing there right to go and get on there. So, look, honestly, guys, Hopefully, can bring you some good content and keep it going again. But yeah, look, guys, like call in on the show. I hope that number works. But all means, like I want somebody to try this number out because I've had a go at it myself. There, it seemed to come through okay-ish. Not 100% sure on that because this it come from mine, but it'd be great to see if it come from another person there. Otherwise, click the link there. Hopefully, the link works there in the chat there, and we might be able to get you on there and have a bit of a chat. And let's talk about what's been happening the last few months there, because obviously we talked about this when we had unlocking the code on the show there. We were talking about the last few months there with David Grush, David Fravor, and Ryan Graves. Um, you know, coming into Congress there and talking and whatnot, and coming under oath and you know uh, presenting what they've encountered or what they've seen. So it's really interesting what's happening these past few months. So I would love to get your guys' opinions here and get an idea of what the hell has been going on your sort of perspectives. So yeah, look guys, by all means, click hit that number there. It's 5660 6424. Or make sure you try the state code there, 075660 6424. Give that a crack, guys. Love to give that a trial out. But otherwise, yeah, click the link there and I'll get you on there. But yeah, look, I actually did my first presentation up at Cardwell there. I was a bit nerve wracking, and I wasn't prepared for this because going to Cardwell was a bit of a last minute thing, and I really was not prepared. Technology didn't want to work with me trying to do a presentation up because it just did not want to work. I had all these few little videos there to try and help with identifications and stuff like that, and try and bring up some videos there that I've come across where I want to sort of share it and sort of have my opinions on it and all sorts of stuff. Like, look, it was great fun though. Like, it was good getting up on stage there and having a crack at it. But just wish I was a bit more organised and had a bit more time to go and throw something together. But yeah, unfortunately, time was not my friend at this point. But either way, I had an absolute ball at Cardwell there, meeting new people and talking to the locals there, getting some great footage. Um, Even doing my own very first sort of proper channel presentation as well, like which will be on YouTube there at some point. you know, um, Being like a presenter for a show is weird. I'm not used to this at all. I'm usually like the ones just happy sitting here, just listening to people talk about their encounters and experiences there, and not being on the forefront there and going, "Hey, look, welcome to this place," and blah blah blah. But anyway, it was still fun though. It was really fun. It was definitely something different there. So Jane's fixed her up. Says it'll be the phone and the iPad's okay. That's great, Jane. Great that you got that sorted there. Janice is there. I'd love to call and speak to you now, but I drank too many beers, mate. I've already been on the beers. Oh, actually, it wasn't the beers, on the whiskeys. Probably about 2 hours prior to this, mate. So I'm sort of a little bit half tanked. So, mate, by all means, come in for a drunken chat, mate. I shouldn't say that on the chat. Oh dear, I'm getting in trouble now. But no, it's been absolutely fun. Had a bit of a bit of a relaxing afternoon there, and so look, by all means, Dennis, call in, mate. Or give us a test run, or whoever else wants to beat him to it. It was good. Get up, g'day, Chris K. How you going, mate? Thanks for joining in. And what do we got here? So, if you are watching through the Australian UFO sightings Orphos page, there, make sure you click the link up above there. It should be at the top of the chat there somewhere, saying you allow StreamYard to go and access your details there, so you actually come up with through the chat of who your name is, because you come through on my end there as Facebook user with your profile locked and blocked and all sorts of stuff. I can't see who you are, so I can't give you a shout out and who you are talking to or and whatnot. So yeah, make sure you get in. I was thinking, hi, Kel and Bree. I was like, Kel and Bree are my cousins. So, g'day, that might be you that's having a bit of a chin wag in here. G'day. How you going? It's been a while since spoke to you guys. Jesus, that's coming a family reunion now. Oh no, that's good. So anyway, it is you. Good, awesome stuff. What do we got? So, what do you think of? So all right, Kel and Brian, I'm guessing. Brie has asked the question: what do you think all that has happened with them coming forward will change anything here in Australia? So that's one of the things. For those who, yeah, if you've tuned into the Believe podcast, there, I was actually one of the panel guests there to go and present on the show on his show there at Cardwell, and we discussed a little bit about this regarding David Grush and all that coming out with the uh, coming under oath and that. And with regards to, with regards to Australia, I don't think there's gonna be much change at all, unfortunately. It's the real frustrating part in Australia side of things. So it's something that I've sort of tried to attack and trying to bring forward with Australia's involvement, um, by hitting up the, members of parliament there. Grant Levac has done this too. He's also tried to, approaching, members of parliament or local members of parliament to try and get some sort of, some sort of reaction, some sort of response from our parliament members there to go and just like, have some sort of interest in what the hell's going on. And the frustrating part is it seems like America's really holding on to the reins here of holding on to the UFO sort of disclosure or drip feed. It's very frustrating. Canada's had a little bit of a go. They've brought out a little bit of their information, but not too much. But they've more so brought things presented towards the US, I think, but it's not out in the public yet because obviously, what do you want, confidentiality and all sorts of stuff there, which they got to go through the annoyance of that. But look, honestly, I don't think there's going to be much from Australia at all. Unfortunately, yeah, we seem to don't really care. The public seems to don't care. The fact that David Grush came out under oath again, under oath. Actually, I'm really going to highlight under oath, saying that there's been crash retrieval programs with biological entities and such. Sorry, Michael, I'll get you in there in a sec, there, mate. Just bear with me. I don't know, you might have just disappeared on me. I'm not sure. Um, but yet the world didn't seem to give a shit. No one's going crazy. No one's going, oh no, aliens do exist, or some sort of biological entity that's not human. That exists. We did have a little bit of news coverage here when they went under oath, which wasn't much. It was on Sunrise, it was on the Today Show, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, Dennis is like, we do care, mate. Look, I know. Look, there's a small majority of us that do care, but the rest of the majority that do not give a rat's ass. Unfortunately, I don't know why, which is extremely frustrating because everyone thinks it's going to be a mass pandemic and stuff like that. Where people are going to freak out and start buying all the toilet paper and milk and bread and freaking out because the world's going to end because the aliens are invading or something like that. But nothing like that happened at all. No one seemed to really give a rat's ass. It's like, but from the news articles I did see on the mainstream media, they didn't really seem to cover it too much with regards to David Grush's side of things. They just more said like, "Oh yeah, look, the US government is admitting to you know uh, UFOs." That's pretty much all they covered. They didn't seem to really emphasize on the part that where David Grush had said, there is a crash retrieval of non-human crafts and non-human entities or bodies. So they've missed the what would you call it? The main point here, or what the hell was going on? What's behind the scenes here? Um, so it's extremely frustrating, especially from Australia side of things. Like, they just don't seem to care. And again, like you can. I know Grant Levac is trying to push for everyone to sort of try and hit their members of parliament there, and I've even had him on the show, discussing. I said, look, we're hitting brick walls here. I'm not going to deny it. Like people can try as hard as they want, but there's not the people are too scared of losing their careers or um their profile in the public. Especially if you're going for you're a member of parliament, so you basically be going for whatever your town you're in. You're going for the mayor or something, or you're trying to go up the ranks there to become like a prime minister or something in that regard. And so if you're going saying, hey, look, look, aliens exist or blah blah blah, you're going to be looking come across as a crazy person. That same stigma is still going to attach, and you're going to lose your career, which is your credibility in your job that you're going to do, because it's such a massive hit to your person, which is extremely frustrating. Like we were trying to get rid of the stigma, but again, it's still there, and it's still going to class you as a crazy person, especially in the members of parliament. They're just going to laugh at you. It's a brutal area, but look, look, you guys can keep trying. You guys can go and write a letter to your members of parliament there and try and see if you can get something out of them. The ones I have contacted there, I've only had the automatic response, and I've had a couple there from their assistants. They've emailed back saying they've put it forward, and may or may not get a response. And lo and behold, I didn't get a response, which is extremely frustrating because you think because the way I presented it was like we are having these things flying around in our airspaces, which is a national security in our own. Our national airspace is, or in danger of some unknown crafts or entities in our airspace that could cause a risk to the public or to the military. So you think that the sort of jump at that, especially with the Americans saying that they have crafts flying around their airspaces and such, and they don't know what they are or who they are. So so like, where do you go with that when it comes to the Australian politicians saying they don't want to borrow it? So like you can bang your head up against a brick wall because you are talking to a brick wall basically. So it's extremely frustrating. I got Dennis says too many Aussies are focused on the voice at the moment, where the real news is that we are not alone on this planet. Exactly right, man. Like, I'm guessing you're talking about the voice, that singing show. Is that the voice? Aussie Idol or something like, Yeah, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like people are too interested in what's going to be on TV tonight or what's on their phone, watching TikToks and Instagram and all sorts of stuff to really go and sort of care what's going on in their real world, or they're too focused on their own lives to really care. We've got a lot of distractions there. Like, we got the Russian-Ukrainian war still going on. We had COVID there come through when the US actually admitted to the UFOs flying around their airspaces, and again, no one cared because we're too busy focusing on COVID. So a lot of people sort of missed it, or they didn't care because they were too worried about their own lives. So again, look, like we're sort of slowly progressing with whatever's going on, but it's just not going anywhere, especially in Australia, sort of thing. Oh no, the voice in Parliament. Yes, I know. Um, that voice. Yes, okay, now I get you. Yeah, the Aboriginal voice. I think that's what you're referring to. Yeah, look, that's a big thing too. Wherever that's going to go, I'm gonna not go and touch on that one because it's going to be a bit of a touchy subject. There's a lot of different opinions on that one. Um, so we got so we went to Westall Landing Site. Very interested. Oh, that would have been awesome going checking that out. Uh, Wonderful place. I want to go and check it out myself. There, Grant Levac recently did a documentary on that too, which was absolutely awesome to go and check that out. He's done a great job on that. He sort of took my idea of going down there to go and do that sort of stuff there, but he sort of he did well and beyond what I was sort of expecting. To be honest, I was going to do something pretty simple when I got the time and the availability to go down there and do it. But he's done a marvelous job there. Make sure you go check out his YouTube channel there. Was it? I don't think it was a show. His channel is now. But yeah, go search up Grant Levac, you'll find him there. So Tim's saying that America has always taken over all the UFO information. Look at the Westall case. The Americans took over the situation with the hour. I know. Yeah, look, it's everywhere. I mentioned this as well in the on the panel that I did. America seems to always take over everything that's regarding the UFO sort of aspect of things. It's extremely frustrating. Like, they just come out of nowhere. They seem to know what's going on, and then just like flies to a pile of dung, pile of shit, basically. They're drawn to it. They had James Fox released that documentary there, where Brazil had a UFO crash. I think it was a UFO crash or a landing or something. And then they had these beings running around the streets. It's people were freaking out, going, "What the hell are these things there?" And that next minute, like within the hour, America's turning up, going, "Hey, how you going?" We come to take over. It's like, no, just piss off. Let people's countries deal how they need to do it. But that's the thing. Like, like I said before, America's got the reins real hard on this. So, UK won't say anything, Canada won't say anything, Australia won't say anything, New Zealand won't say anything. All the other countries in the European continents, or even China or Russia, or Indonesians, and no one seems to want to go and bring out their own sort of evidence, like, because these things are happening worldwide, so they're definitely going to have some sort of evidence or some sort of retrievals or some sort of information regarding what they have been seeing. So why aren't these guys coming out? Like, it's extremely frustrating. Like, I know there's going to be like a national security thing where they're going to, like, oh, we have this advanced tech and blah blah blah. We can't expose it yet because if we bring it out our ace cards there, then someone else might have a bigger ace card than us. Sort of thing. And they might be scared of that sort of thing. I don't know, because it's or they're going to go, hey, you got better technology than me. I want that technology. Why should you have that technology? Blah blah blah. And next minute you're going to go back to war. Look, it's one of those things, and Kel saying she's had a encounter at Westall. You have to go and tell me about it, Kel, or Brown, whichever one it was. Let me know. I was sort of curious about that one. And Chris, you've mentioned something there in the chat there, mate. Didn't come through though. Um, but yeah, guys, look, by all means, I would love to get you on the chat here, get your opinions and that, and hit that number there. Hopefully, it works there. If it doesn't, I'll try something else for you there. Otherwise, hit the link here, which I'll put in the comments here, which I hope it does work. Hit that link there, guys, or copy it and paste it, and hit it into your web browser, and you should hopefully get it straight into the StreamYard here. Just make sure you allow the camera and the microphone when you do join in. That way, you'll be right to just jump straight into it. Brellen's there. We took a lot of equipment to Westall and radiation. Oh, geez, you guys went all out. Right, you have to go and tell me how you went with that. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I wonder if the probably be it's because it's what been what's that been there? 40 years? Is it 40 years since Westall? No, 66. What's that? Oh, my maths is bad. Yeah. What's that? No, that's to be no 70 years nearly. Jesus. Wow. Is that right? Anyway, I feel like any sort of radiation or anything like was sort of subsided by now, if that's the case. Um, but anyway, that's very interesting. What do we got here? Oh, you did, right? Cool. I wish they would release some pictures. I know we need to get some more pictures. I'm sick of the evidence that they brought out with us, with the US and that. There's nothing there. There is absolutely nothing in the evidence that they've given us to these days. Some of it has been debunked. You know, but it's been analyzed and has been based on something that's explainable or can be explainable. But that recent drone one there, where it was in the Middle East, I'm sort of on the evidence of the drone's movement is what's the background sort of moving behind it. That makes sense. Is like what they call a parallax effect, where the object is stationary, but because the drone is flying around its circular motion, all the background behind it is moving in the perception of the drone from the perception of the drone. So the background's moving, but the object itself might not be, or if it is, it's moving very slowly. It's one of those ones. But whatever the object is, that's the big question. What is that object itself? Like people want to say it might be a balloon or something like that, but it's a bit random having a balloon over in the Middle East. I feel. I don't feel it would be something that would have something very very available to them. I don't think. Like I've never been there, so I don't know what they've got to their availabilities. Especially like a balloon with helium and all sorts of stuff. And to what purpose would they even do that? Unless they're putting up surveillance cameras and just get an idea of what's up there. But look, anything's possible. But that's again, there's nothing really of credible evidence of the high definition, undeniable evidence of a craft or a little alien in the window going, "Hey, g'day, how you going?" Nothing like that. So that's what we sort of need. Then then people sort of take things a lot more seriously. And once we have that, the world's going to take things more seriously, which means people who have had actual legitimate encounters are going to be held a lot more credible. Going, oh, hang on, you're not crazy after all, because you've actually seen something there. You tried to tell me years ago that you had this sighting, and you're not crazy. It's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, sorry for making fun of you, which is how I should feel it should go. There's a lot of evidence, like people have seen these things worldwide. It's absolutely amazing what people have been encountering, and then especially with the abductions there. That's the weird one there. Like, it's hard to get your head around with abductions there, and like what's going on in regards to those. People want to claim they've had abductions there, and they might be tested on, or something's going on there with, which is what's that purpose there? Like, if you listen to the podcast there, we discussed like the hybrid sort of theory where they're sort of splicing our DNA and with their and merging it with their DNA and such, to try and create a hybrid of their species so they can survive on our planet and so on and so forth. And but there's so many other different claims of other species, so it's sort of hard to sort of get your head around what's really going on in regards to abductions. Like, but I don't know, look, tell me what your opinions are. Again, look, guys, get on the phone calls there and or hit that link there if it works. Love to get you on in and have a bit of a chin wag, try and test this phone line and see if it does work. And hopefully the sound comes through from your end there to my end and gets through on the stream. So by all means, guys, hit that bloody phone and get that phone number on it. Come and have a chat with me. Um, again, it's like it's still frustrating that no one seems to really care except for the UFO community itself. We're thinking there's a massive breakthrough with Congress having their meeting there. And I'm pretty sure we are supposed to be having another Congress meeting in September, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be interesting if it does go through. As because it's they've now got to go and sort of start presenting more evidence, or well, that depends. Is it the U.S. defense that's going to be coming up presenting their evidence there, trying to say that David Grush and Fravor and Graves are lying? That's going to be the next thing they like, but they don't seem to be wanting to bring out any evidence to say that they're lying. I know that someone in the DoD, the American Defense Department, has sort of leaked uh, uh, David Grush's medical files there regarding his post traumatic stress. That's a bloody dog act. Coming forward and go, oh, he's got mental issues because he got post traumatic stress, but yet he got cleared prior to even be coming back into the clearance he was available to have. If he was a crazy person with massive post traumatic stress, I'm sure they wouldn't let someone into the Defense Department with a security clearance that he claims he had. He's obviously someone who's held in high regard in that nature to be able to have that sort of clearance. He's obviously got a really good background. So I don't know, it's a bit of a dog act, really, when you think about it. So again, is if that's what they have to go and resort to go and try and discredit someone's claims of what's going on, and then if that's all they got, they're gonna have a hard time trying to do what they're doing. It's already bad enough they threatened his family and all sort of stuff there, and which is it's absolutely horrible having to go and resort to that, just trying to contain a secret. But I guess that's what they do. They got to do what they got to do to try and hold back on their secrets and what they've been holding for all these years. And once the truth does come here, there's going to be a lot of accountability held in regards to the American government on why it's so much secrecy. Why is the public being lied to? Why all these people that have sort of come forward and saying, "Oh, look, I've had these encounters here. Or I've had a family member die from such an encounter." Because there are reports of soldiers coming back with burn marks, radiation burns, and such like that, and passing away weeks later or something like. And according to the files, there is all in regards to these strange crafts that they're interacting with. So it's going to be one of those things that someone's gonna have to be held accountable. But it's like that's the other hard thing is too, like, you have to try and bring back the evidence of, like, what you experienced there to go and be able to push that accountability to whoever it was who gave the order or whatever. Um, Again, like, this is where I sort of come in with my side of things, people's experiences there, they're gonna be wanna go, "Hey, look, I wasn't lying. I'm trying to tell you the truth here," but there's no evidence to back that up, unfortunately, because once people experience something, they might get it for like a few seconds here and there, or they might have a picture there and it's out of focus. It doesn't show what the what they're seeing because cameras are bloody horrible in that regard. Um, so there's going to be no evidence to sort of try and back up your claims to try and get some sort of credibility or accountability from wherever or whoever. Like especially with commercial pilots, they've been reporting for years seeing strange objects as they're flying along, and they can't stand them because out of fear of losing their job, they'll never fly again, because they're mentally unstable. So it's like those people there who did come forward and commercial pilots, they did come forward, then get just stood down because they're mentally unstable, whatever, or maybe they lost their job for whatever, like because they're reporting this. The companies have to be held accountable in that regard too, because again, look, they're not crazy. They are seeing things. But again, yeah, people are too scared to go and report them or talk about it because the whole stigma attached to it, and seeing things like such of an unnatural nature is, could be having mental issues or something like that. It's a sad world, but we're getting there. Um, but we're getting there slowly, yeah. So like, look, the more people who sort of talk to this, and then hopefully get more people on the show here talking, and keep presenting their encounters, their experiences there, what's happening there. Help us bring out the reality of what's going on around the world there, and especially in Australian perspective. Aussies are seeing things too. It's worldwide, so it's great. What's that little window up there? Well, hang on, connection unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. Right, I'm not on Wi-Fi, but anyway. I'm hoping I'm coming through, guys. It's for some reason it's saying my connection went all weird, but anyway. But yeah, again, guys, look, get on on the number there, or get on the link there, and try and join in on the chat here. I'd love to have a chat with you again. Um, it's interesting. It's still popping up again, so I'm hoping I'm coming through, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with that there. But yeah, look, guys, give me your opinions on what you think so far. Well, like, where do you think we're going to be going after all this? There, I feel like, especially, you know, um, oh, where was I going with that now? I've got lost in the chat a little bit there. So I'll fix myself up later in a minute. James, they asking, what secrets can you share from the Cardwell trip when you caught with the boys? Well, what can I say? I don't want to give that secret away. That's a sneaky one. That's it. I'll give you this little secret, right? Um, Cade and Dean are better looking in person than they are on the camera. Let me just say that. They're pretty good looking blokes. That's about all I can say. No, look, actually, look, it was an absolute ripper of a weekend. The event there, especially to Theo. Like, I got to hand it to Theo and all the volunteers at Cardwell. They did an absolute ripper, organizing this whole weekend event there. They've done a great job with getting stuff stage and music for the locals there on Saturday night. It was absolutely fantastic. Even as like organizing people to come up to talk on the sea files there. I got to catch up a little bit with Ben Hurl. I'm sure a few of you here would have heard of Ben Hurl. Um, Caught up with Paul and Cyan, Cade, Moya from the Believe podcast, Dean Harrison from Australian Yowie Research there. Absolute fantastic talk, catching up with them. Caught up with Peter Kurish. I hope I said that right then. If you don't know Peter Kurish, I really said that right. Jeez, I feel like I'm saying that wrong now. He's had an encounter there where he had a bit of an intimate interaction with some beings. I'll leave that one there. I'm going to get Peter on the show at some point there. Also caught up with Rowan Bow. She's had encounters as well, and I'm going to get her on the show eventually at some point as well. I caught up with a lot of amazing people there, really lovely people there, and talking and stuff like that. And we're actually on the night that we finished up on a Sunday night. We one of the crowd members there from when I was doing my presentation there, Lana. She invited us out to sort of do like a bit of a not like a meditation, but some sort of a voodoo gig. I'll say voodoo gig, but it's not a. It was something that we did. We was caught up in like trying to get a good vibe. We went into a bit of a remote area near Cardwell. There, it was like 5 minutes down the road or something like that. It was an absolutely wonderful night too, crystal clear night. So we had Peter, Rowan, Peter's lovely missus. I can't remember what her name is. Sorry. And Peter's, yeah, Peter's missus. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, they're like, and also had me mate Chris there, who went up with me and helped with the cameras and footage of that. So we all went out there and out in the bush there a little bit there, sort of trying to see if we can sort of try and get do a bit of a vibe. Like, we wasn't doing like CE5 or anything like that sort of nature, but we were trying to well, Lana claims to be a I can't think what to call it now. She's got some sort of connections. I can't even think of the bloody terms now. Sorry, guys, but she's got some sort of connections there where she's like can connect to things randomly and such and whatnot. She felt like she could connect to something there and hopefully see something there. Look, I can't say we saw anything like that was amazing or anything that I couldn't identify or explain. Plenty of satellites there. There's, plenty of those flashing, strobing sort of satellites there. I don't know if people have seen those ones there. It literally looks like someone's doing like a camera flash out in space, and you're just seeing the flash of the camera. Which my explanation on that is like, geostationary satellites there because like they move very slowly, and because they're rotating in space, they give a little bit of a reflection of the sun from such a distance away, and that's pretty much what we were seeing there. Plenty of shooting stars as well, which is absolutely wonderful and amazing. But the sky was absolutely beautiful up there. Because the town's not that big, we're not getting surrounded by the big city lights and then drowning out all the stars. So we're seeing absolutely everything out there at the time there. And it was really, really nice to sort of like, it was a bit cold too, actually, being up north central Queensland. It was actually quite chilly, surprisingly. But it was still a great time there. And overall, just talking to the locals there and meeting up with everyone there, it's just absolutely wonderful. But look, yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going to bring out the video there at some point soon. I'm going to do a few little editing and check it out and whatnot. Make sure it's all running sweet, and yeah, hopefully get you away there. I could give you a little bit of a idea of what I did here. So well, just give me a sec, guys, and I'll bring something up for you. Get you a nice little sneak peek here. Let's see what I can find here myself. And um, now some of the quality here is not that fantastic. We just sort of did have a bit of a hiccup with some of it. I've got a few bloopers there too. I'm sure you guys are gonna love that. I'm gonna be doing a bit of a blooper edit too, so it's gonna be a bit of fun. So what do we got? Carwell's just a beautiful place. And what have we got here? So this is the blue panel. I'm just going to throw this up there. Hang on, I think of what have we done here? Where'd it go? Your browser's having wow, that's cool. All right, cool. We'll try that again. Didn't want it to work. Well, that sucks. Let's have another crack. No, having your browser's having trouble sharing this video. This can happen if the file is invalid. Right. Cool. All right. Doesn't want to show you. It doesn't give you a sneak peek, guys. So I'll see if I can try and find a different one. Remember this one here? No, it doesn't want to do that one either. So something's going on here. Sorry, guys. There was a bit of a drama there earlier with the intro video warm up there, but I don't know what's going on there. Let's see what I can show you. Something else wants to sort of show up. What do we got here? Oh, this one. It doesn't want to do anything for me. This is crap. Right, I might do this one. I'm going to cheat. And again, guys, if you want to go and jump in on the chat here, by all means, hit that number there and call on in, or hit that link, which I'll post in the comments again. Whilst I'm figuring out what I'm going to do here to go and try and get you see is what you want to see. And I'll do like this, or not that one, that one. And I'll go to that one. Where are we at? And what do we got? What do we got? What's this one do? Got a lot of footage there, guys. So I've got a lot to go through. So it's going to be a little while before the other video comes out, but hopefully not too long. So what do we got here? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. What do we got? Oh, this one might be right. No. I'll see if we can. What happened then? Wow, nothing wants to work. This is crap. Sorry, guys. Is there any way I can chat to you over my computer? Yeah, hit that link. That link will still link you up with the PC, so you can work on all mobile devices, computers as well. So whatever you listen to, guys, there, just hit that link or try and copy and paste it in your web browser, and it will work. Or it might eat you up automatically to go straight to it. So hopefully you can get something there. So, sorry, I saw something there with Tim saying, pretty weak to use post-traumatic stress as a way to shun him. It isn't enough to class someone as an invalid source. Exactly, man. It is. It's a really piss weak sort of way to do things there. If they're going to try and bring try and discredit him. At least do it properly, like by actually presenting the evidence there to say otherwise. That's how it should be. That's what we sort of want. We want a bit of a battle between them. Chris is saying using UFOs for shipping drugs and weapons. Now was watching YouTube with a soldier blew the whistle. That's Stephen Greer's one. Look, I'm not going to doubt there would be something there, but I reckon it's a hard one using UFOs and stuff like it's. I don't know. That's a really hard one to sort of get a really strong opinion on. To be honest, like I said, like I'm not going to discredit the guy with his claims there, but it's just that it's a. I sort of feel like they could do better instead of using UFOs and that. I don't know. It's a weird one. I was saying Chris K is saying that's okay. They're watching us and trying to fuck things up for us. Yeah, they are. I just want to show you what I've seen. So what's going on? The audio playback device is currently using. What does that even mean? The audio playback device is currently in use, so I can't use the audio. So that was what I want. Whoa, shit, Jesus! I have a number calling. Wait, oh, g'day. Can G'day. How you going? I'm going good. Who have I got? Oh, g'day, bro. G'day. How you going? Yeah, how you going? That's great. That's awesome. Oh, I hope everyone's coming. Guys, let me know if that's coming through in the chat there, guys. It's like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this there, so I'm hoping the chat's coming through. I hope everyone can hear you there, Brielle. So, um, and it's not coming through on the chat, right? Well, at least for the stream, I hope. Because it is coming up through. No, all right. Right. So, what's going on there? I wonder. Well, yep, no, that's all right. So, okay, no one's hearing you coming through. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hang on, I'll see if I can try and get this working there so people can actually hear what you've got going on. Let's see. No, that's for me. That's no good deal on that one there. General, no, that's no good either. Jeez. This is the hard thing, you try and set something up for yourself, and yeah, technology's a pain in the ass. It's great at the best of times, but Jesus, that pain in the ass. What do we got? That's hardware. Yeah, virtual input. Yeah, come through. So hit that link. I'll send it straight to you directly. All right, I'll send the link to you, and in that way, yeah, sounds good. Right. So give us a sec. All right, go for it. All right, link is sent. So that sucks. All right, so the number doesn't work. Right. that Yeah, so that'll come through, and I'll put you through on that other end there. But why didn't it want to come through on that end? Yeah, absolutely. Right. So why does that want to work? Yep. Make sure you set that one, allow that one. Let's see what have we got. I think I'll need to go and pay out for a proper device here to go and hook it up to the PC there, so I can hook the phone up properly, cut that coming through, and then there you go, got you coming through. I got you. I'll get you on a sec. And if you just want to hang up, and then I'll hang up and boop, boop.
Sweet.
G'day.
Hi.
Hang on,
How
I can't
are
hear
you?
you. So your audio is not working now. So make sure you got the your microphone settings set up. No, I can't hear you. So go through your microphone settings there. You should be able to go and make sure you got the right microphone setting. Because you got no audio coming through at all. So you can hear them, can you? Can you hear Briellen and Kel on the other side there? All right, so you can hear Briellen, but I can't hear Briellen. What's going on there? So, or maybe that's a thing coming from this thing. So this device that I'm using might not be working. So hang on a second. Let's see if I can figure it out. If I just get rid of the whole thing altogether, I might be able to hear you. Because let's see what I can do here. So that's input. I need output. So it's not going to work there. There you go. Can I hear you there, Brian? Nah. Jesus. Oh, this thing's not working at all. This is frustrating. All right, this is something I really got to go and work on, guys. You know, I'll do a bit of the thing here to try and thing I did. So you can't hear Brielle now. So I wonder if that's a thing from my end or. So make sure you got the right microphone set in there, Brielle. I hope if anyone has an idea, like with tech wise sort of thing, there, who can sort of help me out a bit, like some. Because I'm doing things on a budget here, so I'm trying to work things for free, trying to do this sort of stuff. If anyone has that, like half an idea on how to do this sort of stuff, like feel free to reach out and see if you can try and run me through how to go and set this up properly. Because going through the instruction manual that they sort of gave me here to go and sort of set this up for it, so I did have a call and show there. You'd think it'd work, but yeah, I'll see how we go. So still got nothing on your end there, Brian. So I might you're no good there, Aussie man. Aussie outdoor man, you're no good to me there. If you can't even send an email, jeez. It worked for a second. So people were apparently hearing you, Brian, but I couldn't hear you. So I'm thinking it might be something on my end that's sort of really sort of throwing us out a bit. So let's have a look. Oh, we're out. Let's have a look what we got here. This is a bit frustrating to tell you the truth. So look at that. So let's go and work. Hello. Is that going to work on my end? No, nothing on my end there. I'm thinking I'm going to give up this whole bloody thing here and just get rid of it altogether, and then I'll probably be able to hear you. So no, still nothing on my end. I don't have it muted. No, it's not muted on my end. What have I got here? So, oh shit, no, that goes that one. Man, what do I have here? So that's working there fine. I wonder. Hello. No, that's not working. That one there. Is that working there? No, not working that end. No, no good there. No. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look at this. All right, so it's giving me the red here saying it's not going to work on my end. So I think I know why. It's definitely my side of things here, but we'll work it out. It's going to do a bit of a trial and error here, you guys. So sorry, it's going to be a bit like this. I hope he's going to bear with me for a second there. So people, Brown, if you can hear me, you see, hang on, your mic's muted. That doesn't help. Make sure your mic's unmuted, so I might be able to actually hear you then. So let's have a bit of a tinker here. So I feel like this is something I should really probably try and do with someone off air while we go and have a crack at this. But yeah, Brian, if you can hear me, go and unmute your mic because that's part of the issue right there. But still be interesting to see if I can sort of tinker away and get something going on my end. So I hope you guys can still hear me while I'm tinkering here, and I hope everything's coming through on your end. Brian's disappeared now, so which is probably come back at some point. Yeah, I hope I'm still coming through, guys. Let me know while I'm doing the tinkery stuff here because it's a bit frustrating. Yep, get a thumbs up there. I'm guessing that's a good sign. What do we got? Let's see. Right, I had the hang on, let's go back to this little doohickey here, my little guide that led me to nowhere. In the streams studio, click the black mic and the audio on the left button on the mic. Choose voice minute output. I think I did that. So let's have a look. Hang on. That's microphone. I don't want that one. Sweet, everyone can hear me. That is awesome. What else we got here? Speaker. We want real speakers. The NVIDIA edition. Let's have a look. Oh, what's that one? Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No, nothing coming through that way. Yep. I'm trying to use the test button here to sort of try and hope that you guys will be able to hear that test button at the same time, because I feel like that should work. Keep trying. I'll just have to go see A Man About a Horse. Yeah, I might go and see A Man About a Wallaby. That's the one I go for. So, unfortunately, opens. So where are we going here? This is So I wonder if might be a Skype thing. But I did have something up with Skype there before. Like Skype was coming through, but it's not coming through on the actual stream. So, audio and input. Let's try that one. So, I'm gonna try and call myself and see if you guys. I'm gonna get double audio here. So let's see. Yeah, that didn't work. Like, kind of worked, but it didn't work. Yeah. Where'd it go? Oh, hello. Hang on. Whoa, there you go. Jesus, now I can hear you.
Hi.
G'day. Now we can hear you. Sorry, I hope everyone else
I'll
can
just do my phone. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I've just got out of class.
G'day.
My phone. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's delayed.
See, the phone works with the computer. No, you had the issue before. You had your microphone muted on your computer.
Yeah, I don't know. It's being Lala because it was on Zoom and now it's. Yeah, I don't know what it was doing.
Yeah, right. Look, technology, like I was saying, it's great, but it's frustrating.
It's lovely. All right, so we're going to talk to you about Westall. Hang on, I'll try and do it sideways, see if I can get like full screen. Yeah. Hi.
Right, I'm just going to g'day. I'm going to just try and turn you down a bit because you are blaring through.
Hang on, I'll move that out the way.
So look, at this, we got you there, we got you going. So yeah, everyone, this is Brielle on the left, then Kel on the right. These are my cousins.
We're from Epic Country Paranormal. Yeah, we're from Epic Country Paranormal, if you want to know.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so look, you've been hunting the paranormals a bit, have you?
Oh, we do.
We actually we hunt it all the time. We've actually got a page. So,
true, right.
And we also do a lot of UFO stuff. Yeah, we do anything and everything.
Wow. So where have you guys been this whole time there whilst I've been doing this for the whole last bloody
we didn't even know you were doing this.
We didn't know you were doing it, and you didn't know we were doing it until I talked to your dad.
Yeah.
Fair dinkum. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Good on to Trev, eh?
Yeah, he's good for it. He's definitely good for it.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening down here, like a lot of
sightings.
Yeah.
So like, have you got managed to get like any sort of of course they are. Like any sort of reasonable sort of footage there, sort of like try and help like capture something.
There's been a lot of footage, isn't there?
Yeah. So I first went to Westall with a group of friends, and we basically took a whole lot of equipment. We actually have some footage of some really hectic stuff. You don't see much other than a whole lot of us running.
Jeez, all right.
We're sort of detecting stuff in the middle of the night because we thought that would be a good time to go. And and then we encountered some really weird stuff. So kind of like a Blair Witch project.
So with the equipment that we took, they actually told us that they're protecting the site.
Yeah.
Right.
So because we're both sensitive, we can speak. I can't see anymore, but we can speak to them and do all that stuff.
So it's pretty creepy.
It is pretty creepy, yeah.
It is. So why is it protected then?
Well, that's a good question. We're still trying to work that out ourselves.
yeah.
And I've kind of liaisoned with I don't know what you want to call him.
Some of the stuff we got
He's
over.
an ET as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, blue greys is what we call them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've had an interaction with him, and he's still down there.
He likes to come see us when we go down there.
Yeah.
I won't go back there now because the last time I went there, it took me about 2 weeks to get my energy back. I was like just drained bad.
Yeah.
So
So
there's a lot of
we've
radiation.
had soil samples from down there. We've taken all sorts of detectors, metal detectors, you name it. We
Yeah,
did radiation down there. Radiation detectors. We had a couple of friends.
EMFs.
We've had equipment. We've taken EMF. We've taken all the paranormal stuff down there, and a lot of it's gone off.
Yeah.
So
There's actually 3 big circles. How far was it?
one of them's about the size of 2 buses.
Yeah. That's how round.
So we actually had a crew of people go down there with EMFs.
Yep.
Now, ultimately, EMFs shouldn't even be going off down there. And we could actually walk. We had everybody have an EMF, and we could literally make the circle out with the EMFs. It was crazy stuff. So I'll try and shoot you through some video.
We've got footage and everything, because there's 3 big circles that there's no foliage or anything growing.
Yeah, right. I've heard about this. Like it's sort of like a radiation burn of some sort.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody's gone in there and cut the foliage out, and all you get is this little bit of grass.
Yeah.
And that's been it since 1966.
And it's weird because all around it
is just trees
and bush
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Did you go to the Did you go to the reunion at all? Happened a few months ago.
No.
Missed that.
No. I have had contact with some of the people that were children back then, and had conversations with them. There were actually students at the school. We've had contact with a couple of people who've done some reviews and stuff on the site. So government's got a lot to answer for. That's all I can say.
Damn sure they do. Absolutely they do.
So we're on the peninsula, down at on the Mornington Peninsula, so Victoria, and we have had so many sightings down here recently. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's like a hotspot at the moment.
Righto. Well, as long as you can sort of are you doing things like properly? Like, are you trying to analyze them?
We debunk everything.
We debunk everything.
That's right. That's good. That's good.
Oh,
that's how it should be. You need to be able to go and sort of make sure it's not something that is identifiable.
Exactly.
We
do the same with the paranormal.
Yeah. Well, we do
our
paranormal investigations.
We try and debunk it all. Yeah.
So we recently
I don't like calling it debunking. I don't like calling it debunking. I like calling it critical analysis.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yes, we're very critical about what we find and what we don't find.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it so you can get both of us. But...
Yeah, because because the people think because you're a debunker, you're not a believer or some sort of
no, we believe.
Yeah,
that's right. It's we're not debunkers. We're just we're trying to bring more credibility to the whole thing.
People,
exactly.
So there's nothing to do with non-believing. We've had our own kind of cannons. We don't just.
So what we do is
not
for the skeptics. So what we do is for the skeptics who don't believe, we try and debunk things to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
To say, hey, you might not believe, but here we got proof to show you it does. It really does.
Yeah. No, which is how it should be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have private clients that we help out in the paranormal world.
Yeah.
And we'll go down and do an investigation. We'll have a chat to them about mental health and all that sort of stuff, just make sure that we're not having one too many of these.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before we call out the whole crew.
Yeah.
And, and then we'll go through a whole process with them and, make sure it's not anybody, suggesting stuff to them either.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through the process with them and, and then we come in and we do a paranormal investigation for them. And then we try and work out what's what for them. So.
The one thing I did get when we went to Westall, they're trying to protect.
Yeah, they're trying to protect something.
Protect us. So they said something through the equipment that they're protecting us from another race of UFOs or whatever they are.
Yeah, I've heard this. But, there's
Mm.
it's definitely something there with regards to the protections. Like,
Yeah.
but then again,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
well, should we not be able to try and be able to defend ourselves in that case, if that's the case? Like,
But
I
are
know
we
it's
capable
a
enough to do
interference
it?
kind of thing, but
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably don't have the technology to be able to go up against that type of
Yeah.
technology.
yeah. But then again, it's sort of like, well, if they're trying to protect us, why not give us the technology so we can protect
Yeah,
ourselves?
true. Or they're
Maybe we're not smart enough yet.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, look, I've,
Or
yeah,
maybe-
I've heard something like that. We're not ready for it, or so we can't, we don't understand it. That
So,
sort of
maybe like we will. I don't know. Maybe
evolution of
the
human.
government will
I've
use
had
it.
a lot of people have conversations with us about the paranormal side of the world as well as the UFO side, because we've got a lot of followers that are into the UFO stuff as well. And what is it? The E5 stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, okay. So, and my theory on it is that, humans can be stupid sometimes.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
And
We're not
sometimes we can be
we're
very
not trustworthy enough for
we're
their
kind of like
technology.
a power game.
Mm.
So, and
Yep.
maybe that's why they haven't given us everything in a nutshell.
Mm.
So, we haven't had a lot of stuff. You go back to the early 50s, 60s, 40s, around that time, and I grew up in this era, and we went from having pen and paper to having, technology in our hands. I was playing with the first computers.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It was just kind of like it all came in at once, and it was bang. And the next thing you're running around with a brick mobile phone.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, and it was kind of like we were dumb, and then all of a sudden we were smart.
Yeah.
And that kind of, to me, I sort of question that, where did that come from?
Mm.
How did we all of a sudden get
I've
that
mentioned
clever?
I've mentioned it a lot of times on the show. I sort of feel like our technology all came from Roswell. Things started to boom from there. Like, we obviously had electricity and all sorts of stuff. We were slowly growing from electricity, but computing and all that sort of stuff really sort of boomed when the Roswell happened.
Yeah.
So then we
It's like
started
came out
getting
of
compact discs
nowhere.
and chips, and it did. And then that's where we sort of boomed from there and improved on the technology. Like, we didn't really get much new
No, we didn't.
over the year, like these past
We
few
just kind of
decades, but it's
upgraded.
always been improved. Yeah, that's all it is. And Grub's on the g'day, Grub. Been a while since I talked to you, mate. Jeez, how you going? Gee. Can you guys see the chat from your end there on the phones? I'm sort of curious.
No.
No.
No. Okay,
Oh,
so
hang on. I can bring up chat. No, but then it disappears. You guys.
Yeah. No, put it back.
Right.
Yeah.
So, was it Michelle's saying technology has come so fast, which it has. It has absolutely, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still
Yeah.
getting there. Chris is saying we've got our protectors. It's the matter of who has got the better technology or which alien race has the better AI. The AI they have created, the AI they have created have gone more clever than the makers, which is bound to happen. Like, I think we're going to get it too. Like,
Yeah.
we're that's our sort of our next stage with the quantum computing and that. Once technology sort of takes over on that, we might have a Skynet situation where the Terminators are coming in and destroying the alien race.
taking us over. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
never
a
know.
high possibility. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's a high
And
possibility.
then what are the
And
aliens
we
going
can
to
be
come
able
and
to
save us
tell
from
the
that, or
difference
what?
between a human and an AI.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. Well, it's already tricked us apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the story there where someone's asked them to go and start going into the cryptocurrency or something like that, and there was one of those computing walls that you had to go and prove you're a human wall.
Yep.
Wow.
And the AI has actually paid someone to go and get them through that wall and advance through.
That's
So
insane.
yeah. But I don't know exactly how true it is, but that's what was on the news.
Well, they
there about
reckon
that one.
they reckon there's robots and that look exactly like us, and you cannot tell them apart.
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah, look, it's the same as like
Are you trying to tell
alien
me there's
races,
another
like
one
the
running around?
No, that'll be scary.
what was that one?
I said, is she trying to tell me there's another one of her running around somewhere?
Oh, it probably is. I
let's not talk about
swear.
that.
It's funny you mentioned that. Like, there's been mentions of doppelgangers, right? Whilst we were up at Cardwell, whilst we were up at Cardwell, my mate Chris there, we're eating breakfast there, and there's a guy sitting over a few tables from us, and he's looked up and goes, "Is that my dad?" And I was like, oh, is it? He was like, hey, surely he wouldn't be up here. He goes, no, dude. Like, he's like, mate, that 100% looks like my dad. And he's like, show me a
Yep.
picture. I'm like, mate, you would nearly pick that as your dad. I was like,
Yep.
you gonna say hello to your
That's
dad or what? You know, he's like, it's not my dad. It was like, it could be your dad. But he, like, yeah, look, doppelganger seemed to be a thing. I've
Mm.
had Gail, my first guest on the show, that she reckons she had a doppelganger while she's up
Yeah.
here in Queensland. There, her friends from down Victoria are saying, "Why are you down here for? I just saw you walk past me, but you didn't say hello."
Mm.
And she's like, "What are you talking about? I'm up here." But she's like, "No, you're
Yeah.
just dead set you down here." So
Yeah.
by all means, like, without doubt, there's probably something weird going on, or
Yeah.
we are a matrix
could be
where we're
something,
a
there
glitch
could
of
Mm.
some
Yeah.
sort.
Well, see, that's something we work with every day of the day of the week, basically. Like, you know, as a hobby, with the paranormal, people are saying, "Oh, you know, is it another plane? Is it, you know, what is it? So, you know, where do we go?
Yeah.
So, you know, is it just
That's right.
another dimension? You know, so, and I'm just like, well, you know, there's a lot of theories out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
I have no definitive answer on that yet.
No.
No, I don't think we ever will get an answer
Hopefully,
on that
by the
either.
time I pass away, I will.
Yeah. I don't think we ever will actually.
So,
Nah, I don't think
I've
so either.
had some really, really interesting encounters, paranormal and UFO type,
Blue greys, as we call
yeah,
them.
blue greys as I call them.
Yep.
And I only recently, I'm going to say the last 3 years, had encounters with blue greys. So
Yep.
before that, it was a lot of paranormal. So yeah. So we have a lot of gifts in our family, so that run down
Down the lines.
So yeah, something we
Interesting.
might fill you in on later.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so curious now. What exactly
yeah.
do we have in our bloodlines? Because
Yeah,
There's a
there's
lot.
obviously something.
there's a
There's
lot you
something
don't know
going on.
about.
Yeah, I'm being left in the dark here. Jeez, there's more to my story than I know. Like, maybe I'm doing
Even
this
two of my
not just.
girls actually have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So some of my
pretty
kids have
trippy.
a special gift as well.
Mm-hmm.
Briellen's kids have a special gift. It's kind of, if it's not nurtured, it's left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I'm not into Ouija boards and tarot cards or any of that sort of
Look at
stuff.
that. No,
So this is purely a gift that we've been given.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's freaky sometimes, but yeah, you deal with it.
yeah, it's
Oh,
definitely something
you
you
have to.
have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's good to help other people, but I reckon.
yeah, it is definitely a godsend in that
Mhm.
sense to help people. So
Yeah.
so
No, that's awesome.
So we don't call ourselves mediums; we call ourselves sensitives.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah,
That's
If you
all right. That's
understand
fantastic. Look, I sort of feel like we better go and do an episode by ourselves here or some other time. You know, have a really good chat, and hopefully you guys. We'll set ourselves up properly here. You can share some videos and that because with StreamYard you can share your videos and that and go straight up on the stream and that, which should be absolutely great. Well, I sort of feel like we should do a bit of a collaboration here. So give a quick shout out so everyone knows where they can find you. What's the page called?
You can find us on Facebook, and we are Epic Country Paranormal Australia.
Wonderful. That's awesome. That's
so
fantastic.
we've only just started this page. And she's about to boom. We've got a lot of content coming. So
and our dude's a little ghost with a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, we have a little dude with a cowboy hat, ghost dude with a cowboy hat.
Nice.
That's in honour of my son Adam, so your cousin who passed away. So that's why we've called it Epic Country, because he was all about country.
Yeah.
So and our family is very much about going out to the bush and camping. So yeah, so we have a good crew of people that help us out with it. And you know, some of them are old school paranormal investigators. Some of them are just new coming in, and other people are people with, you know, just new gifts that they've discovered they've got. So yeah,
awesome.
So it's pretty good fun.
Have you thought about creating a YouTube channel as well, trying to put some content together? Or?
We're about to start that up soon. It's just we're trying to fathom. Yeah, we've got the podcasting stuff
setting it all up.
So yeah, we're just waiting for the new computer to come in, and we're just getting some footage done. We've just done some private, free private investigations for some clients, and we'll have that footage up for everybody too. So, and I can probably even find some of the UFO footage. So
sounds good.
Yeah.
We do have Westall footage as well.
Yeah, we've got plenty of Westall footage, I think.
Yep. No, bring that on.
So But yeah, no, if you want to come down to Melbourne, and we'll cruise up to Westall with you and have a bit of a chit chat and show
Bring
you
the
a few
equipment.
things, bring some equipment.
Yeah.
So
Show you what it's all
Sounds
about.
good
So
to me.
yep. So yeah, you let us know when, and we'll yeah.
Definitely check that up.
We'll set it up.
I've been wanting to come
So-
down to go and check out the Westall there and a few other sightings down
Yeah.
there and that sort of stuff, and do
Yeah.
a bit of a
There's a
bit of
couple
a
in Narre
doco on it.
Warren. There was a lady, I think her name was Kelly. What was her name?
Carhill.
Yeah, it's her. Yep. So
Yep.
yeah, read a lot about that, and was actually going to go out to the site and have a look. So then I could tell you a big story about driving to Mildura one night.
Sounds good.
That was a really interesting adventure.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's quite a few stories we could tell you. So yeah,
That's
but
wonderful. That's
yeah,
right. That's
stay
awesome.
tuned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're working hard at getting stuff done, but yeah, just takes time. We've got family, things get in the way, work.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you,
of
Anthony,
course,
for having us.
absolutely. That's nice.
So
Look,
yeah, so
I'll
we've been
definitely get
watching
back
you
on
for
there,
a
man.
while.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yep. You're kicking some goals on all these main
Yeah,
issues.
good job.
So yeah, it's
No,
good
cheers.
job. So,
Keep up the hard work.
yes.
Thanks.
So-
No, you guys too. Look, that's gonna be awesome. So look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna kick you off now and try and see if someone else
That's all
wants
right.
to jump in and have a chat. Otherwise,
Okay,
I'm gonna
Anthony.
finish off 'cause
Bye,
I'm,
guys.
All right, stay
nearly,
epic, guys,
time for bedtime.
and watch out for those UFOs.
Okay, bye.
Absolutely.
Bye.
All right, all the best, guys. Catch you soon.
See ya.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, go check it out. Wow, things like you sort of mess with family, It's something so close to the heart and to the bloodline, mate. We've got some strange things going on in our family. That's very interesting, intriguing. This is absolutely mind blowing. I don't know where to go now. Because I thought I was just I was the only weird one in the family doing this sort of stuff, But anyway, this is great. That was good. So yeah, look, go check him out. If you caught that, was it Aussie Outback Paranormal? I think it was. Go and check that out, guys, and I'll try and track down a link for you there so you can go and check that out. And Michelle's saying 9/11 was a good trick. Well, yeah, look, I'm not gonna touch that one either. That's probably for another time. That one. That's a very touchy subject, and I wouldn't be surprised the way America does things. I wouldn't be surprised. Chris is saying LA protectors can only do so much, which is absolutely. I guess it's a fair point. They don't want to get involved too much there, but I sort of feel like if it's that big a drama or a deal, they should be teaching us probably more directly. It's sort of same how Western society sort of came in through Asian countries and the Indonesians there introducing their guns and stuff like that. Thank you, Epic Country Paranormal Australia. I was close, so I wasn't far off. How there was England come through with their guns and that, and teaching the Japanese and Indians and Africans all about guns and that. And it's all the same sort of concept. They're upgrading the warfare to. Well, I know they were benefiting themselves there for the treasuries and stuff like that because there's war pace for things. But anyway, same sort of concept there. At least introduce us with their technology that they've got, so we can sort of better ourselves, or hand it to people who can do that sort of stuff. So it's not so privatized behind government brick walls. That's sort of behind closed doors of the government, basically. But yeah, look, anyway, guys, look, if anyone wants to have a chat, jump in now before I finish up here. Great to have you on a bit of a quick chat. Obviously, the number's not working there. The audio's not coming through there, which I might have an idea why it didn't work. So I might, if you want to hang around or, jump in a bit later there for, might have a tinker there. So I'm trying to get someone on there to go and join me there. Might get Brian and that back on there, see if we can have a bit of a tinker and get things working. But look, if anyone wants to click that link and have a quick chat before we finish up, there'll be a great time to have a chat. And sorry, Grub saying John Dee was Queen Elizabeth's first advisor. The entities got him to make a communication device which included his mind. That's an interesting one. I'll have to look into that one a bit more. Dennis is saying if anyone wants to see something amazing, look up the NASA tether incident. It will blow your mind. I think I've seen that one. I can't. What's I'll see if I can find it up. There was something about that I sort of picked my brain with. Have a look so people know what we're talking about, and if I remember what I'm talking about. So tethered satellite investigation report release, is that the one you're talking about? 25 tethered break and loss of the tethered satellite during the STS-75 space shuttle mission, finding of the board, including a 358-page document. That might not be it. Or is that the one you're referring to? The STS-75, maybe. How to jump in live, mate? Click the link there in the comments if you can sort of copy that link that I just provided in the chat there, mate. Either click it and it should send you straight to where I am. Otherwise, put it up in your web browser on your whichever service you're using. What was that noise? Yeah, you should be able to go and jump straight in here and have a chat. And the wife's cleaning. How convenient. 10 o'clock at night there, she's cleaning up. Thousands of UAP, right, so until electrician, no, that's not it either. Chris, I think I've got you on the have I talked to you on the messenger there at some point? I might be able to send you a direct link there, mate. I think I have chat to you at some point there. Hang on, mate, I'll get onto you. Let's have a look if I can find you. Looks like we have. Hang on, there we go. I'll send you a direct link there, mate. And there we go. So, what do we got here? Still trying to look at this tethering systems. But yeah, look, guys, put in your comments there your opinions and what you feel like we're going so far with the the UFO community in regards to the disclosure and that. Let me know what you think, and interested to sort of see your bit of a perspectives on that sort of nature there, and look, anything like we would like to see the UFO community sort of go in the future. Where should we be? Where should we be sort of progressing towards? Anything in that sort of nature. And what have we got here? So I'm still trying to find UFO Blue is still talking about the tether incident from 1996. Is that the one you're talking about, Dennis? The one from 1996? It's saying a tether incident. It just seems to be like a bit of an isolated sort of incident. I'm referring to the incident where a 12-mile long tether was detached and when zoomed in, you could see thousands of UFOs. Right. So, in that regard, because it's a detached tether, could have potentially been like the shielding from outside. Like, obviously, we're talking about like this out in space, for whatever reasons, like heat shielding and that sort of stuff could have been affected by the tether and it's broken off when it's been impacted by the tether or something like that. Or you have the bursts of the detachments and stuff like that from like what would you call it? Can't even think of a technical side here now of the brain. It was an infrared camera. All right, I'll have to look at this a bit more. So hang on, so I've got Chris here. I'll get him on there in a sec. And g'day, Chris. How you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah,
mate, thanks for joining in. It's great to have you on.
It's okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to join in a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. So what do you want to talk about? What's on your mind?
I had an encounter in 1988 or 89, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah. I was 15 years old, and I was staying down in my sister and brother-in-law were staying down in a forestry what do you call it? Forestry reserve place down in New Zealand here. And he was a teacher, and my sister was the wife. Anyway, they ended up going to a school trip, and I got looked after by a babysitter, just someone to look after me. Well, while they had gone on their trip, and anyway, it was going on dawn, and anyway, the babysitter ended up taking off to a party with her friend, whatever. And I had some mates come over, so about 5 of them, five boys. And we were all in the house, and I just thought, oh yeah, I'll go over and grab my other mate across the road. And so I ended up getting her to come over, and we were all in the house and blah blah blah. And said, oh, we'll just go outside and look at the stars. It was beautiful, beautiful night, just stars everywhere. Next thing we were outside, and next thing we were just laying down on there watching the stars, and next thing I seen this light coming over, and we just laying there, and she goes, oh no, look at that light over there, no, look. And it was just coming over us slowly like this. And, oh yeah, I can see it. I was like, yeah. Next thing, blah blah, we're talking away there. I just happened to keep my eye on the corner of my eye, just keeping an eye on it, and it was changing. I just looked at it again, and it was changing from a white to an orange, then back to a white again. And the thing was, the horizon looked like someone was dialing, like you got a thing on where underneath the light switch, like what's going up and down, like you could turn the horizon off and on, like what's getting lighter and darker and lighter and darker.
Yeah, I get you. Yep.
Yeah, and I was going, fuck, this is out of it. Anyway, didn't think nothing of it at the time. I literally just laying there. I went, oh yeah. I just happened to just keep my eye on it, and this thing had stopped right on top of us. Yep, and I go, hey, no, look at this. This thing just stopped right on top of us. She goes, oh, where are we? Right there, no? Stop right on top of us. She goes, oh, yeah. I went, oh, yeah. We were looking around like this, and I had spotted another 2 coming towards it. Just to look like it was just coming out of space and coming directly towards this one that had stopped right on top of us. I was going, oh, look at that. No, there's another 2 coming down. She goes, where? There. And then another 2 coming in. I was keeping an eye on it, and then we ended up standing up, and we were looking at it, and then she was looking somewhere else, and I was looking at this other 2 coming in. She goes, hey, no, check that out over there. I mean, what? She goes, no, there's another 4. So there are another 4 coming in at the same time as the other 2, and it's going, shit. Oh, I felt a bit jealous actually, because I was a space cadet back then. I was a little bit jealous because she had spotted another 4 coming in towards this one that had stopped. The one, Anyway, we're watching it, and I was just thinking oh shit, just imagine if it just come in towards that, to where the middle one had stopped. And they all just came in sync like that and stopped, made a perfect circle around this one that had stopped right on top of us. This thing was out in space, you could tell it was pretty higher than probably Starlink, as far as that. Anyway, they both fucking made the perfect circle around it where it had stopped. And we just looking at it going, wow, look at that, man, look at that. And I ended up yelling to one of my bros inside and telling them to come and have a look. I was like, hey.
Oh no.
Out of the side of the house, there's a door there with a there's a light there, outside light, and there's a plank there for like a wheelchair, Anyway, he goes, I told him to come and have a look, but he wouldn't move, and I told him to switch the outside light off and on, like, can you switch the outside light off and on like this? He goes, yeah, I can hear. I was telling him, oh, come and have a look, but he wouldn't move. He wouldn't come out and have a look. He was just standing there with the light going like this. The light was going pop, 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 pop. Anyway, I told him to switch the light off, and he goes, and I told him to come and have a look, and he wouldn't. And then he runs back inside. Anyway, we're standing there watching this these UFOs, and started shooting these the outside ones. Started shooting these things to the middle one, like these orange balls of light towards the middle one.
Right.
And I was going, wow, check that out. And we go, far out. We were like basically like freaking out, just watching it. And the next thing, I seen 5 bursts of like meteors, but short bursts of meteors, not too far away from it. It was 1, 2. I was going, that's strange, because they were on the same spot, right? And yeah, we were just standing there watching it, and then I seen this light, this like a rectangle of lights on the left, about 100 meters away from us. And it was just sitting there. And next thing I seen it moving across like this, going like this over the hills. There was 3 of them. One, then the 2 went past, and then the 3rd came past, and it stopped, and it just come over the hill towards us. I was going, oh shit, check this out. These lights are coming over towards us. She goes, where? I went there. She couldn't even see them. I was going, these lights are coming over. It was just like, when it got to us, it was just covered the whole area, and it was just these little lights going like this, just going everywhere. It was in front of my face, and I was like, had my hands stretched out in my arms, going, whoa, check this out, It was just in front of my face and everywhere in front of us, and she couldn't see it. And anyway, and then after that, my mate comes out, and then he's looking for us. I could hear my mates inside, but it looked like they were fading out, their voices. And my mate comes out. He goes, and he's at the door, and must have been about 4 feet away from him, 5 feet away. And he's going like this, and I'm telling him, hey, bro, come over, check this out. Come check this out. And he's going like this. Where are these? Where are these guys? I can't even see them. And I'm yelling out to him, hey, come over, check it out. And he's going like this. He's going like this. And then he runs back inside and says, and I could hear him say, no, they're gone. Like that. And I'm like, oh, wow. No, we're out here. And then my mate next to me, I'm looking at this thing, and I'm looking up, and then she's looking straight ahead into the darkness, and I'm going, far out, check this out. No. And the UFOs around the one that had stopped started spinning like this, slow, and it started getting faster and faster and faster. And I'm going, hey, check this out. But she was just like looking straight ahead, like she was in a trance or something. And I was going, hey, check this out. And when I looked at her, she was just like this. And I had to shake her out of it, like, hey, are you right? She goes, hey, what? And I went, are you right? She goes, oh, yeah. I said, check this out. No. And we're both looking at this thing, and I happened to just look down, and I almost got caught in the trance she was in, and I just snapped myself out of it. Sort of like, yeah. And then as we're watching this thing just started dropping down towards us, like started coming down straight for us, and she goes, oh man, I'm scared, I'm going inside. I said, no, wait, see what happens. She goes, no, I want to go inside now. I said, no, we'll stick around, see what happens. And she goes, no. And she just sprinted off inside. And then I just tried to stay there as long as I could. And the stars ended up disappearing. Like, all the stars around it started disappearing. Like, holy shit, the stars are disappearing. And so I went up, jumped up on where the side of where my mate was, where he was. And I thought, I ran inside, just about through the doorway, and I thought, nah, I'm going to go and check it out one more time. And I stuck my head out just where the spouting of the house was, and I was looking up like this, and holy shit, this thing's just blotted out the whole stars, and this thing's coming down like we're going to get flattened. And then I ended up going inside, and she ran through the sitting room and straight into the kitchen. So my mate was standing there, my other mates were gone. And then he turns around and says, hey, where the fuck were you fellas going? Well, where the fuck were you fellas going? Oh, bro, we were just outside here. He goes, he's just laughing his head off. Anyway, I went into the kitchen to where my friend was, and she was just like fucking shit scared. I just fucking held on to her. I said, no, it's all right. I'm sure we'll be all right. And there was just this massive edge, like a lightning flash. I could see it from out the sitting room window from the kitchen. You could see straight out the sitting room window, and there was just this big flash. Yeah, and next thing she started getting a guts ache, like she didn't feel too good, like, I don't feel too well. I mean, what's the matter? She goes, no, I don't feel too well. I want to go home. I said, no, we'll be right. Then I started getting a little bit of a tummy ache too, from this, whatever was happening. Anyway, I said to her, I'll go and check out the other kitchen, the other side of the house, the kitchen door. So I went out and had a look, and stuck my head out with the other side of the spouting and looked up in the sky, and there was nothing there. Yeah. And then that was it. And then I took her home, and after that, she wouldn't talk to me for like weeks. She wouldn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she just wouldn't talk to me for weeks. Yeah. Just like it was my fault. Like, yeah. That was pretty bad. Yeah.
It's a bit unfair.
No,
I also feel like
even
the sickness at the end there was probably like you guys coming off the adrenaline of the whole situation that's going on.
Yeah. Was especially when I tried to shake her out of her thing where she was looking straight ahead into the dark. Like, hey, you're right. And she was like, oh, what? I was, hey, you're right. She goes, yeah. I said, check that out up there, no? And they were just spinning like this. Yeah, then that's when she wanted to take off out inside her. Yeah, but I had some other encounters when I was living in a town. Like, I got woke up automatically. And looking out my window and seeing three aliens outside my window, and I'm trying to wake my brother up because he was in the bed right next to me. I said, "Oh, bro, check this out! Hey!" He was like, I went, mate, Tom. And when I reached over to really go give him a shrug and turned around, they were already gone. Yeah, so.
That would have been terrifying.
It was good. It was, really exciting, but terrifying at the end. Man, that was good.
Once realization kicked in.
Yeah, because 1988, 1989, 1988, and that's just stuck with me ever since,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what was seeing the beings not long after you had that encounter with the crafts?
That was like, I was probably about 10 years old. I was 15, 16 when I seen the ones where I was staying down the line with my sister and brother-in-law. Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know how many times I've told the story, I was a bit like didn't want to tell it because every time I used to tell it, I used to just break out in sweats and just have the shakes and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But,
it's sort of like a bit of a traumatic, well, I'll say
yeah,
post-traumatic stress. Like it's a very,
yeah,
it can be
but they,
quite difficult sometimes.
yeah, but those three lights, those three triangle lights, not triangle, rectangle, they're like they stuck in way out in the bush somewhere, and then one of them will just come across like this, and then the other one will come across like that. I was going, shit, and the other one will come across like this, and then stop, and then just come over the hill like this, and just all these orbs of light, like have you got the ocean reflecting off a light ocean, the light reflecting off the ocean onto a building. That's what it looked like, just, but it's in front of your face and it's going like this. Yeah, and that's, yeah.
I sort of feel like your friend was like, Michelle's mentioned it like too in the comments there, like your friend went to like a trance or something, or was she sort of like maybe focusing something in the distance and where she was looking, like it was there. I don't want to like bring ideas, so like it could have been something in front of her that she was sort of like.
I think there was something in front. I think there was something in front of it because I was just about stuck in there too. When I was looking, when she ended up looking up, I looked straight ahead and I just about got locked in there as well. And I had to shake myself out of it, like, hey, fuck, that's pretty out of it, I was like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, so like you obviously look, it's obviously you've had a long time to sort of think about this. Like, what do you sort of feel like was the whole purpose of what you're seeing? Like, what was happening? Do you feel?
I don't know. It could have happened from because where I used to stay when I was telling you about those three at my window. It's about 6 hours drive from there. Yeah, from the house, the place I usually stayed at. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just thought, oh shit, this thing probably followed me. I don't know, but it might have been just because that's where things usually happen is in forestry, and we could have just been one of those people that just happened to just be in that situation, in the forestry. Yeah. But it was because I kept my eye on it and I was going, shit, this is quite big for a satellite, I was on to my shit when I was young. I knew what satellites were. I knew what stars are, I was looking at this thing, but when I looked at the horizon, it looked like someone was touching a dial on the horizon, making it brighter and dimmer and brighter and dimmer.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
Like, what time? Like, was I don't think you mentioned the time. Was it what time frame do you feel like this was in the evening?
About 8 o'clock, I'd say. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, because it was daylight savings time. I think it might have been because I'm sure it was a summer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the summer. But
yep. So, like, I've obviously, I've assumed New Zealand would be quite similar to the Melbourne sort of time, light time, I should say. Where 8 o'clock is still quite daytime, like it's starting to go. Going on dusk.
Yeah, it was right on dusk. I know it was right on dusk, but yeah, it's strange because it's like dusk, then daylight, then dusk, then daylight, then dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you sort of feel like you might have been pulled into like some sort of maybe like a dimensional realm or a vortex or some sort where everything is sort of like started going weird on you?
I think so, because I don't know how those lights about 100 meters away or 80 meters away from us had been sitting there, Look, it was just sitting there, and next thing it just started moving across like this. two of them, and then the third one just stopped and just came straight towards us, and we were just covered. And the guy inside came outside to see where we were. I was going, hey mate, come and check this out, because he wouldn't. He was like these sitting, looking at us like, oh, where the hell are these guys? You know? And I was like, hey bro, we're right here, bro, come and check it out, But he wouldn't say anything. He was ducking down his head and going like this to see where we were. Yeah.
So did it make it like he could hear you, but he just couldn't see you?
Yeah, something like that. I think so. Like, could see a little smile on his face. And, huh? He was like pulling away, then putting his head forward and going like this. And I'm yelling out to him, hey mate, come and check this out. But he's ducking down like this, game, looking for us. Yeah.
Like, how are you pulling that magic trick, basically?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But
that is really strange. Like how do you feel afterwards? Like, obviously, like your friend was like absolutely terrified the whole situation.
Yeah, she was terrified. Yeah, no, she
but with your mates and that, like obviously you would have been talking about it. It's like, how did you all feel?
Yeah.
Like, what was the environment like after this whole scenario?
But I didn't see my mates for the last. I didn't even see my mates at all. I didn't even see them or hear from them for not for a while. No, I can't even remember when the last time I seen them. You know. Yeah.
Right.
But the guy that was inside, he was like, hey, where were you guys? Oh, no, we were outside all that time. He goes, bullshit. Yeah.
That is really strange. It's not often that you sort of come across a story there where, you know, Grub's saying in the chat there, it sounds like a field geometry from a magnetic thing. Like, you know, you're getting like a magnetic wall or something. I don't know, something that's pulling you into a different realm to sort of divide you away from everything else. And
yeah, I think so too.
It's very strange.
Yeah, that was a strange one, all right. Yeah, but she wouldn't definitely talk to me like that. She was still over her mates were beside her, she was still like crouched over, you know, walking and still the next day, you know. I was like, hey, you're right. She goes, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, and her friends were like, no, F off. I was like, oh.
Have you tried to get in touch with her since?
Yeah, I got in touch with her about 3 years ago, and I hit her up about it. Yeah, but she wouldn't say anything. She didn't say anything.
Bugger. Yeah. I'm sort of curious, like, you know, obviously people are having encounter, and I'm going to go on, not to go and try and stereotype it here, but, you know, female interactions with these things, they sort of have something to do with the, you know, their bits, you know, some sort of. I'm not going to jump to conclusions here, but
yeah, I think she got picked on more than I did. I think, like,
yeah, that's what I sort of like. I'm jumping to that sort of conclusion.
Yeah, I think she got picked on more than I did because I think I was more aware of what was happening more than she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because that's the first thing she's ever encountered or whatever she's experienced, and I've known all the shit just about all my young days, you know, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they might have known. I don't know. They might have known, you know, I was onto them.
Yeah. So I want to ask too, though, like, obviously, like, through this whole encounter, do you sort of feel like you might have had a bit of missing time at the same time? Like, what do you feel like there's a bit of a time frame and gap between? Like,
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, which sort of like brings more to like, yeah, some sort of like Grab's saying, like some sort of electronic magnetic field or something like that. You know, something creating distortion in your environment, separating you from everyone else. It's
yeah, especially with
going on there.
Yeah, especially my friend. He was just right there, like from me to the window, you know, to the curtain there, you know. That's how far you would have been away. Yeah. And
that's actually incredible.
Yeah.
But terrifying at the same time.
And terrifying at the same time. Yeah, but I I told my uncle, he's passed on. I told my uncle about it. He goes, "Yo, you're not bullshitting to me, boy." I went, "No, I'm not, uncle." He goes, "Why did you stay out there and watch it?" They go, I tried to, but this thing was just coming down like how can you pull G's like that, if you're in a spaceship, it's just spinning hard out like that, it's just fuck, that's a lot of fucking G's, man. And this thing's gonna squash us, because it's just blotting out the stars and everything around it. Like, wow.
Yeah. I'm just trying to work out the concept behind, you got the initial craft, right, that stopped above you, and then the other lights coming in from other directions to go and meet in the center. Almost like it's created its own craft now. It's like a single craft.
Yep. Yeah, most definitely. Especially those shooting stars. The shooting stars I've seen. I've never ever seen shooting stars, 5 of them, like in the one spot, just not too far away from it, like way on the other side, not too far away on the other side, but not too far from it, 5 of them, 5 bursts of shooting stars.
Yeah.
Not too far away from it. So I think those things might have something to do with it too.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Does your family have any history with sightings or encounters at all?
I think my mum used to get spooked back in the day. Yeah, and yeah, I think it's got to do with my mum. I think more than dad. Yeah.
Right. Well, a bit of a paranormal aspect, or you maybe think
paranormal with my mum. Yeah. Because we used to stay across the road from a geriatric hospital, and we used to take old people back to the hospital. So they used to always come over to our place, and here they come. Here comes. Oh yeah, I'll take him back. And they said, "Oh, thank you." And there was one time, one guy come up the driveway, and I was home by myself, and I thought, "Oh yeah, I got to go and take this guy home." He was knocking on the door. You could just see them grabbing onto the house, and I got 2 concrete steps coming up with 2 long steps like this. They'll grab the house and come up and knock on the door. I went, "Oh shit, I gotta go take this guy home." And then when I go through the kitchen and open up the door, he's gone.
Spooky.
Yeah. I'm like, he's gone. This old fella's gone. And I'm like, oh yeah, I open up the door and he's gone. So I walk down and look up my driveway. Got a long driveway. No, he's not up there. I walk out the side at the front gate of my house, look up and down there, nobody there. Yeah. Oh, that house.
Freaked me out.
Yeah. No, there was something wrong with that house that we were in.
Jesus, I think I send my cousins over there. By sounds of it.
Yeah. My whole family's had a bit of a run through with that house, but yep.
That's interesting.
But,
yeah, look, the paranormal side of things, it's sort of a weird topic, because you jump between UFOs and you jump to paranormal. It's like, where does it all entwine? There's got to be some sort of familiarity here between both these topics.
Just thinking, because of that being in front of that hospital, it might be a gateway, gateway to the afterlife. Possible. I don't know. Yeah,
could be possible. Or unless you might have been the attraction there to go and help them pass over, maybe. That's why the house might have been that.
Yeah, could be, but yeah, yeah, we've all had our share of experiences in that house, our family home. Yeah.
Well, are you happy to touch on probably the most, I guess, spookiest, scariest sort of encounter that one of you might have had, if you can recall?
The UFO one would have been the exciting and the scariest, but at home would have been that old man. Yeah, And my sister used to hear voices in there, you know. She's the oldest in the family, my sister. She didn't like that, the kitchen part of the house anyway, but yeah.
Something about it.
Yeah, something about it. I think because the owners that had that house died, the dad died in there. I think they didn't get it blessed or something like that. I'm not too sure. That's what my mum was saying anyway. But yeah, that encounter, it's got to be ever since, you know, just, you know, when you got kids, you know, you're up half of the friggin' night thinking, shit, I hope they didn't come for your kids, you know?
Yeah.
Because I used to be up at bloody drinking till about midnight, till 10 o'clock, till in the morning, you know, just hoping nothing happens to your kids. You know?
And that's a scary thing too. Like I've mentioned this quite often too. Like, you know, when it comes to abductions and stuff like that's, to me, that's far more scarier than, you know, seeing a craft or something of that nature. Because people getting abducted or whatever's going on in that sort of reality.
To be honest, when I tell you about, to be honest, when I seen those 3 aliens, when I was telling you about when I was trying to wake my brother up, the next day I was walking up this school. There's a street around the corner. And I walk up the hill there, and then I see this little boy. This little boy comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, there was a UFO outside your place last night." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "There was a UFO above your house last night." I was thinking, no, that would have happened about like 2 o'clock in the morning. How the hell would you know something like that? And then he walks down the hill. Okay, he walks down the hill, turns the corner, and I walk him straight up towards the school. And I look back at him, and he's like just standing there smiling. I'm like, what the? This little kid.
Yeah. So what's the kid like? What's he got something going on? Like, is he?
Oh, I didn't even know him from a bar of soap. I didn't even know him from a bar of soap. He goes, "Yeah, do you know where I stay?" He goes, "Yeah, over there." Oh shit.
So what was the kid out? Like, did he go outside, or was it like in his bedroom or something? Like, how's he?
No, I was walking up. I was walking up the street and up towards the school in the daytime.
Oh, right.
This was the next day, and this little kid was walking down the hill towards me. And when we both met up, he goes, "Oh, I seen a UFO outside your house last night, above your house." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "No, I seen the UFO." And I'm thinking, he can't have, because this happened about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm thinking, oh. Then he walks past me and carries on down the hill. And then when I just about get to the school, I look down and he's standing on the corner looking at me, smiling. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, some people are saying like a starseed, or like the child sort of has some sort of knowledge or knew, or some sort of connection maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
Especially with a grin. Like, well, I don't think a kid would be grinning.
Yeah, just standing there grinning at you on the corner of the road, you know, on the corner street, just like
it's just like a movie sort of scene there where, you know, the kids are staring at you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's a mind-blowing experience there. Not to mention like terrifying at the same time. Like, Jesus, that's a lot to go through.
Yeah. That's especially for her, man. I felt sorry for her. Ever since I left that place, I was just like worried about her. I was just like 4 years, just far out. I hope she's all right. Every week, every day.
Yeah, well, look, mate, if you don't mind, like, try and get in touch with her again to like see if she would be open to talking about the thing. Because I'm sort of curious if she's had anything ever since that sort of scenario where like any.
Yeah, would have been good with both of us on here, but
yeah, absolutely. So look, it's up to you, mate. If you want to get in
I
touch. with her or not.
I try to hit her up about it, but she just won't talk. She just
Yep.
won't say anything about it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
make mention, like you're talking to someone who's involved in this sort of scenario. They like might be able to sort of help bring light to some questions she might have. Sort of try and make her realize like she's not alone in the whole thing. People are experiencing something like that. So I do
Yeah,
have people on
that's
the
right
sides
too.
that like sort of can help with like the mental sort of side of things, like because obviously it's stressful, and she's obviously having these still having experiences to this day, or had some
Yeah.
after
Mm.
that this encounter. Like she could very well want to be able to talk about it into like a bit of a comfortable environment there, an understanding environment. That's obviously there's a lot of stress involved. Like yourself, like you said you get the jitters there talking about this whole thing, mate. Like it's one of those
Yeah,
things.
used to get the jitters and stuff like that, but not anymore. Not as bad, and yeah, but
Yeah, so
yeah,
look, it's again, mate. It's up to you if you want to go and try and get in touch with her again. Then try and offer
yeah,
her
sure.
the help might be able to be there, and hopefully you'll get some more answers out of what she might be encountering.
But I don't think she'd want to be on YouTube. I think that's the thing.
No, that's fine. Look, it doesn't have to be on it. Like, that's totally up to herself
Yeah.
there, but she can still always have
Yeah, I
somebody
think
to go and
she'll
talk
keep
to
it
where
private.
she'll.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all right. No, look,
I
it'll be
don't know.
completely anonymous. Completely anonymous.
Yeah.
Even send her a link to this episode, mate,
Sure.
and you'll be able to go and she can sort
Yeah,
of
then, mate.
go, make up her mind from there.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's incredible, mate. Well, mate,
Yeah.
look, thank you very much for coming on, mate, and telling your story there. It's absolutely
Sweet
fantastic.
as.
It's one of those things, again, like we mentioned
Yeah, I've
before,
told it
talking
100
about your
times,
encounters, yeah.
every time I have a beer, I always tell my mates and all that stuff, I just can't shut my mouth about it, And I'm usually having a beer and I say, oh, no, look at that. So like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's like Lana said,
Just waiting for it.
Comments here.
Just waiting for it to stop right on top of us. Yeah, but
yeah, it's like Lana says in the comments here, like talking about it makes it way more tangible for some people. Easy for them to often just to not go there, and sometimes sadly at the expense of friendships. Like look, it's just true. It can be very, what would you call it? Well, tangible is the way, but it's hard. It is hard.
Yep.
But again, mate, look, thank you very much, mate. It's absolute pleasure having you on here and talking to you.
Sweet as,
I'm
man.
sure everyone here has enjoyed your
Cool.
encounter, mate.
Thank you very much.
All the best, mate.
Cheers.
Talk to you soon, mate.
Yeah.
All the best.
For sure. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Till next time. Cheers, mate.
Yep.
Yeah. Bloody hell, what a scary encounter that would have been. Oh, it makes me wonder what they were wanting to do, what they're trying to achieve doing all that sort of scenario, all these lights moving around and stuff. Was that Alex is saying, face it head on. If you can, you will come out much stronger. Absolutely, but yeah, again, like it's different. People's got different mindset and how they want to approach it. Fight or flight sort of thing have come through, but in that situation, but yeah, pushing through the whole scenario afterwards there with the traumatic stress afterwards. Yeah, that's the way to push through it. It's the best way to do it. But again, look, talking about it too helps you push through it as well. So that's where we need to sort of try and help encourage more people to talk about their encounters, regardless of how frightful it could be for them. And talking about it is a lot easier. Well, it gets easier anyway. Talking about it once you start. But yeah, look, guys, we've been a bit over 2 hours here, and actually probably under 2 hours here, but because of the bit of the hiccup at the start there and tinkering with the new technology. But guys, look, I think I've ended it there tonight, and look, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Yeah, mate, Grizzly's back on the comments there. It's great having you back on here again on the comments here in the chat. It was absolutely fantastic. Love seeing you here. Thank you so much for tuning in there. And wherever you're watching it, guys, make sure to hit that like button for me there. So then, especially like YouTube there, that gets that way that the algorithms and all sorts of stuff there gets shared around the show gets more found easier for people there on wherever they're watching from. It makes it much more, it broadens us out, the show out more, so people can find it. So make sure you hit that like button there for us, guys. Hit that bell if you subscribe to it, so you know when the next episode is going to be coming out. I will have the episode for Cardwell coming up soon there. Sorry, couldn't show you the stuff there for that. I might be able to go and I'll have another crack at this before I go. See if I can try and get some sort of little bit of a sneak peek for you. And no, it doesn't want to do it. Ah, jeez. Just something like something small. Come on. So I wonder if it's an invalid file. Let's see if I can try and go through this way. Give me a minute, guys. I might be able to do something for you. Let's have a look. And because I really want to give you a bit of a sneak peek of like how this weekend sort of looked. What's this one here? Have a look at that. No, it still doesn't want to do it. Bugger. Look, I'll try and share something up there on the Facebook page there. A bit of a quick little snippet of like the bit of the scenery in that, and just like just to see how beautiful the town Cardwell is itself. Like it's an absolute marvelous, wonderful town. It's not big, but the surroundings is absolutely beautiful. It's one of those places like you sort of want to retire and just like I could retire here and live the rest of my days out here. Beautiful little environment. Got the ocean there with all the islands surrounding it, and then you got the grain forest and hinterland behind it as well. Like it's just absolutely beautiful little place. And I will end up going to Cardwell again next year because they've already got their quest to come back. So yeah, it's going to be good fun. So hopefully prepare yourself, guys. Come up to the next year's Cardwell Festival. It would be great to go and see you up there and get on, meet and mingle with you in person. So that'd be absolutely fantastic. But anyway, guys, look, I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget you can support the show there. We do have the online shop there. I'm going to go back to the old store there because the other new store there does my head in with the few of the pricings there because I don't want to rip you guys off. I want you guys to be able to, it's not going to break your budget and break the bank there with some of the shirts and stickers that are available. So I might be doing my own sort of merch from home sort of thing. And I'll probably do the stickers as well. But the other stuff there, I'll probably have to go and outsource that through the store. Whatever's easier for you guys there. I might be able to show you a picture of this shirt. I think I've showed you a shirt of that. So let's see if I can bring that up. Because the shirts look awesome. Let's have a quick little sneaky peeky if I can get a look at that one. Because they were awesome. Because I made some... I'm sure some of you have seen the new design I've got. Which I'm sure you might. No, that's not the right one. No, I cannot show you because it's not there. It does not want to show me. Sorry, guys. Till next time. I might have a. If I can find it then. Nah, doesn't want to show that either. What is going on with technology? Bloody hell! Righto. Anyway, look, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll send the links in the photos. I'll have a look through the Facebook page there. You'll see that I have the design there on the shops, and I'll put some new links up there so you can all find it easier. But anyway, look, I'm going to get out of here. All the best, guys. It's getting late, and thanks for tuning in again. Absolutely wonderful having you in the chat here. I can't do the show without you guys there, and all the support you. The biggest support is you guys being here. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Absolutely marvelous having you. Don't forget to share it out to your friends and family there. If you do have an experience there, feel free to get in touch with me so I can get you on the show there, have a chat and talk about it. And obviously, yeah, the more we talk about this, the more open it's going to be and the more realization that people understand that things are going around and out there. So, yeah, look, guys, all the best. I'll catch you next time. And I'm going now. I'm going to bed. I'm getting tired. All right, I'm babbling. I'm going to go. All right, guys, till next time. Catch you later. Oh, no, now I can't even quit it. Oh, what's going on? I can't do anything here. Oh, buttons don't want to work. All right, I'm out. I'm good. Bye. And that will do it, folks, for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. And don't forget, if you or someone you know has had an encounter, to please get in touch with me to be featured on the podcast. If you're a fan of the show, you can support the podcast by purchasing some awesome merchandise that's available on our online store via the link provided in the episode description. So thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Encounter Down Under. Hooroo!